and so forth, reaction before you go in the ring?
I'm starting to get, sort of get there now. I'm making the weight, so feeling good. I'm excited. And when you've been boxing for 25 years and you've had 45 pro fights, and it's very difficult. It's not often you get really excited. It's like I feel really excited, like I used to be when I started boxing, and that's what I really love. I'm loving the atmosphere. I'm enjoying every moment. This is not hard work. Before it used to be hard work for me, but since the Lacey fight, I have a different thing. I feel like I have so much weight off my back, off my shoulders, in them fighting customers. So now I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying everything. All the hard work I've had 25 years boxing Spotlight Centre in the ice ring, nothing against the ice ring. Only a few years ago, people writing me off, and look where I am now after my last 3 fights at 36, 37. It's amazing. I'm just like, it's great.
Joe, do you think Roy offers you an opportunity to look better than you did against Hopkins?
Well, I don't think I can look much worse than I did against Hopkins on a personal note. I know I'm being hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic. And Hopkins is a fighter who's holding. I don't mind counter punches as long as it's not punching. Counter punches, I'm okay. Because I can slip like a 4 punches back. When a fighter goes in to survive, which he did, and just to hold and make a decision, you're never going to look good against anybody. Especially a fighter as good as Hopkins, who's as foxy. The guy is a very, very awkward fight. That was my worst nightmare. Fight.
Winning Saturday as you expected to do. And I know you're talking about retirement. It's time for me to look for something else. Who were the fighter? Being victorious Saturday, who were the fighter in the horizon might be a challenge to you?
I don't think there's any big names. It's fighters coming through. I like Chad Dawson. I was impressed with Chad Dawson's win against. He's coming along, but he's in the early stages. He's not a star yet. He's a very good fighter, but he's not a star. But I think he's a very good fighter. Super middleweight, I think Kessler. But beating Kessler, I think he's the best super middleweight, in the world. So, unfortunately, it's not really big. I don't really see many big fighters coming through.
So you would fight Kessler again?
No.
Oh no, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't fight him. I thought you just said who I think is the best fighters coming through at the moment.
Sure, going back to the retirement a little bit. Sometimes when guys talk about retiring before a fight, mentally they've already checked out of the game. Is that something you're worried about? Or?
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm fed up with this question. I wish I never mentioned the retirement thing, man, because I was doing my head and listening to it. I said, like I keep saying, I just say it again. I'm a fighter. First and foremost, not planning no retirement parties, not thinking about what I'm going to do after boxing. I'm a boxer, I'm a fighter. On November the 8th, I'm here to do a job, and I'm as hungry as I've ever been. And so, that mental state's not. I'm not thinking about retiring. So when it's brought up, I just don't want to talk about it. So it's a statement I made starting training camp about retirement. It keeps getting brought up. So believe me, I'm 100% hungry for this fight, as I was when I fought with Chris Eubank, and as I fought Kessler, Lacey, all them guys. I'm in great shape. My hands are great, and you're going to see a great performance, I'm sure of it.
Are you enjoying the experience more this time than you did in Vegas?
I am enjoying the experience more because I love New York. I've been here, quite a few times. I've been here not just for boxing vacation, and it's like it's the same as back home really. Temperature-wise, it's easier to acclimatise, it's easier to get into the time zone. I love the city. So yeah, it's great. Vegas, I felt like I was a long way from home. I did feel like I was away, and I never really felt I recovered in the 2 weeks. I always felt tired. I always felt a bit lethargic. I think it happens to European fighters going to Vegas with the air and the altitude and so on. But over here, man, I feel great. I love it. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Joe, what do you think will ultimately make the difference in this fight? Calzaghe, what took you so long to come to America?
Sorry, 2 seconds.
What do you think will ultimately make the difference in this fight?
Basically, my youth, my speed, and my work rate, my heart.
I know I've had this question of other fighters. This is a big, mega multi-world fight. The old days, the fights of this mega were 15 rounds. What do you think about 15 rounds?
15 rounds suit me. I'm like old school 50-round fighter. You see how many punches I can throw. Hopkins fight, look at Hopkins' work rate against Pavlik. Hopkins was cheating against me in 10 rounds. He was cheating in the low blow. There's no low blow because he was spent after 10 rounds. And I fought 1,000 punches plus in 12 rounds. I could go another 3 rounds. Lacey fight, I could have gone another 3 rounds. I've never at the end of 12 rounds spent. The only time I've ever been spent is after the Eubank fight. And you can forgive me that, because that's my first ever 12-round fight. I knocked everybody out in like 3 rounds. I fought Chris Eubank, and that guy done about 1,000 rounds of boxing, and he's one tough. Oh, he's so-and-so.
And you put him over, Joe?
I put him down in the first round and tried to take him out with everything for 3 rounds. He started laughing at me after 4 rounds, and I tell you what, man, that was the hardest last 6 rounds of my entire life, man. So talk about putting you in good stead. That was the most precious fight I've ever had on my first 12-round fight, because it's still to this day the toughest fight. Don't get me wrong, Eubank's not the best opponent. It's just that stage of my career, first 12-round fight, that was wow. That was very, very, very hard for me.
Sure, they talk about the Tala defeats and the Glenn Johnson defeats. So what do you think Jones is going to bring into the ring on Saturday?
Well, he's going to bring his skill, speed. You know, the speed is still there. You know, Joey boy, speed is still there, and he's power, he punch. He's still a big puncher. And this is only my second fight at light heavyweight. You know, bear that in mind. So, you know.
How's everybody doing?
But yeah, I just 100% confident. I wouldn't come to America. I could have boxed this in Wales. I wouldn't come to America and chose Roy Jones unless I 100% know I would win this fight. But not overconfident. I know I have to be at my best, and I will be at my best.
Is it in your mind also, Joe, that America is perhaps not seeing the best in it?
I don't know what